It's the end of the workday. You close your laptop, you stand up, your back hurts, but you can't stop thinking about that meeting tomorrow. You're going over that project in your head, you can't switch off, and now you can't sleep because your mind is still whirling non-stop. But what if this wasn't how you ended your workday? What if instead, when you finished work, you were able to actually switch off and reset your brain to stop thinking about work and all the things you have to do and actually enjoy your evening? I'm Jen and I'm a Pilates and movement coach, and this is my step-by-step plan of how I switch out of work mode so that I can actually relax, calm my brain back down, and also to get my shoulders and my back to stop aching because, I've spent too long at my desk, stressing. So the very first thing that I do, I drink water. Drinking water actually does help, but I'm going to give you a slightly different way of doing it because, what they'll say is drink a glass of water. But do you know the secret to actually getting more hydration? It's not drinking a glass of water. It's getting a bottle with a straw. And I can't tell you how much more I have drank since I got a bottle with a straw. It's ridiculous because this just seems like so much more effort than going. I carry this around with me everywhere. Also, it keeps it cold because it's insulated. This isn't sponsored, by the way. This is just the best birthday present that I've ever got. But seriously, when you finish work, don't just take a sip of water. I mean, take a chug, down it. Have a big drink of water. Because dehydration is one of the biggest causes of brain fog, and that's horrible, heavy feeling. And it also gives your brain a little chance to go, all right, we're shifting out of this position that we've been staying in, and it kind of gives you a genuine reset. Your body's got something new to do. You've got a new sensation because, especially if it's cold water, because you've had it in this great insulated mug, it gives your body a little shock and kind of just wakes it back up again. And that takes me on to the second point, which is to get some fresh air. Now, as I said, this isn't going to be your classic tips of just go for a walk, because if you're like me and you live, Because if you're like me and you live in Scotland, the chances are when you finish work, if it's the winter, it's going to be pitch black outside, or it's going to be absolutely chucking it down, blowing a gale, freezing cold, and you might not want to do a walk. And that's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I mean, if you can, great. It's also good to move your body a little bit. But see if you can, or you're rushed for time, I'm going to give you the next best tip. I've got a window here. Let's stand up. Literally open the window and just stick your head out. It's amazing how much better you'll feel because you get a rush of cold air if you're in Scotland. It just changes the air, gets everything fresh again. Hey. Nutrition is the next thing. Having just rehydrated ourselves, got some fresh air, we want to help fuel our bodies again. And ideally we want to kind of hit all the macros. So you've got a protein, you've got a carb, and you've got a fat, and lots of vegetables for a bit of colour. One of the easiest ways to think about it is to try and get as colourful a plate as you can, and that just helps to make sure that you're getting all the nutrients. And very, very important, eat carbs. Carbs are good for you. They are literally the body's preferred method for energy, so especially if you've just been working and your brain is a little bit foggy, carbs are what help with brain fog. Do not be scared of carbs. Potatoes are good, rice is good, pasta is good, bread is good. All of these things are good. Rice is one of my absolute favourites, and I've got some prawns that are defrosting, and I'm going to do some prawns, some rice, and a little stir fry with some veggies because healthy and super fast. After work, we want things that are fast and quick. We're stressed after work. Let's go. Seriously, get yourself a bottle with a straw. I'm going to do some diluting juice. Now, if you're from Scotland, it's diluting juice. It's not squash. It's never squash. And the reason for that is you dilute it, obviously. More water. I'm so hydrated. Because honestly, it is true what they say, that when you fuel yourself well and you eat good whole foods, you do generally feel better, and that is going to make your evenings feel better because you feel less lethargic. But that is not to say that there is anything wrong whatsoever with having a bit of chocolate or a cake. It's all about balance. Yum. So now it's time to have a little chill out and a little bit of movement, because movement is very important. Now, obviously, as a Pilates and movement coach, my preferred way of getting some movement is Pilates. In my non-biased opinion, it's one of the best ways to get some movement through your back and your shoulders, especially if you have been stressed at work. And that's my expertise, is helping people after work to de-stress, reset their back, get their shoulders moving again through Pilates and movement. And that's because when we're at work, a lot of the time we're either sitting at a computer, so our shoulders are up here, and we just lock into one position and we stay there for hours on end and barely move, or we're really stressed and really tense. No matter what type of work you do, the chances are work is kind of wreaking a bit of havoc on your body. So I'm going to give you two of my favourite Pilates exercises, one for your lower back, one for your shoulders. So we're going to come down onto the floor. So the first one is my favourite, and it's a child's pose with a little variation. Starting off in a kneeling position, you can take the hands to the top of the legs, tuck the chin to chest, and we're just going to round through the back as we roll down, sliding the hands along the floor until we come down into that child's pose. And then we're going to roll back up by sliding the hands along the floor. But we're really thinking about trying to move one vertebrae at a time. So you're really thinking about moving through the spine curve as we come down, and then we're rolling back up. And that's going to get loads of mobility through your back, especially if you spent a lot of time sitting. It's going to just help to get everything kind of moving up again. Now the second exercise for the shoulders, we're going to come down to lying this time. So coming down, we're going to lie on our side, taking the arms out in front. But this is one of my absolute favourite exercises, and my clients love it too. It's called side lying open door. We're just going to open up, we're going to follow with the head, and we're reaching as far as is comfortable for that shoulder. So if you can get it to touch the ground, wonderful. And if you can't, don't worry. And then we're breathing in as we bring it back. It's not so much about the biggest stretch that you can, it's more about just trying to open and lengthen. So we're getting a lovely rotation through the upper back. So you're opening up through the chest, opening up through the shoulders, and just generally getting lots of movement through the upper body. Oh, I'm too tall. It's really hard to set the camera height because I'm always taller than I think I am. If I sit up, there you go, I've cut my head off. Anyway, adjust the camera. And these are just two fantastic Pilates exercises which help to release the lower back, stretch out through the shoulders, and just get everything moving after work. And also they're going to help your brain calm down, because your brain needs something physical to help it switch out of that stress mental load of work and instead to come into that calm, now I'm allowed to relax and let go state. And this is why I'm such an advocate for moving your body, and why I teach Pilates for people like you who are stiff and stressed after work. Because it literally takes you out of that fight or flight mode and into the rest and getting to enjoy your evening mode. It's about giving your body a cue that it's time to relax and let go. And how do we do that? 1, we hydrate, with a straw ideally. 2, we get some fresh air, even if it's just sticking your head out the window. 3, we eat some yummy, ideally colourful food to refuel ourselves. And we try to move our body to move through that stress. Because you need to give your body an outlet and let your body shift into the relaxation energy so that you get to enjoy your evenings. And if you want to stop feeling like your evenings are just disappearing, maybe through scrolling or binging Netflix, then give this next video a watch. And it's the 5 things that I do to help me feel like I'm not wasting my evenings, but it's not productivity hacking. It's about listening to your body, learning what it needs, and acting accordingly. So give that a watch.